It's me.
Whatever you playing
Yo,
in the
this,
background sound like trash.
Blessing me like the scuba sneeze. I ain't doing shit unless I'm getting.
What the hell?
that sounds like the LA rapper Rembo. I'm Rembo.
You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about Cali, man.
I know a little bit.
Real. We all know you from Massachusetts, bro.
Yes, sir. Well,
Oh,
I
you are?
live here. I live here. I do. I'm Dominican. I live here.
Oh, you really in Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Hey man, show us daddy.
Did he really
that,
guess that, Khalil? Or you didn't? Or maybe you heard me say
bro,
I'm from New England.
that was a joke, but I didn't know you was really in Massachusetts, bro. That's why that's funny.
That's crazy.
Man,
Your ass is
stop it. Get the hell
Nah, I'm
away with
from.
all this music,
I live
bro.
in I live in Beantown, baby.
Real. Listen, you can't be gangster and say you're in Massachusetts. Say you in New York, bro.
Whoa, you don't think bro? Are you You crazy? You talking reckless, Khalil?
You talking to someone who done went to 26 states, brother. You can't be gangster in Massachusetts.
You don't think Boston be popping? Not even
Absolutely,
hold up. Not even forget about Boston. Lawrence, Massachusetts. You don't think Lawrence, Massachusetts is popping?
absolutely not. Y'all crime rate is
Okay.
like number 48 on the crime scale. Y'all have one murder a year,
Lawrence, Massachusetts, just as New York, it's just smaller.
bro. You can leave your doors on in
Look,
Massachusetts.
look, just look into Lawrence, Massachusetts, Khalil. We don't even gotta get deep down into Boston.
I already know about Massachusetts. I done been all over there. I had to work out there. I did security out there. I was in Philly. I done been in New York. I done been in Connecticut. I done been in
But
Wisconsin,
just because stuff
Ohio,
is not 10 out of
Ohio.
10 doesn't mean it's not bad. 7 out of 10 is still bad. It's three away from full chaos.
You got to walk around.
What's up?
You got to walk around with a firearm
Where at?
in Massachusetts, anywhere in there. You had to think about it. So I'm gonna stick with my original.
Well, I'm thinking about it because you say you got to walk around with a firearm, but I mean, I don't know what type. The laws is different.
Yeah, I know. That's why Massachusetts not
So
talking about.
well, it's not that it's not bad. It's that anybody can just have a gun, like every other state.
That's the country we live in. Everybody's supposed to have a firearm.
I'm good for you.
I oppose the mindset, but yeah, I mean, sure.
You oppose having a firearm?
I don't believe in killing.
So if someone's trying to rob you and gun you down, what you gonna do? Pray for
But that situation wouldn't happen though.
them? I know in Massachusetts.
Why did you cut me, bro?
Not, not specifically that, but I'm sure. I mean, you seem like you're knowledgeable and you know enough. Have you ever heard of like sorry, English is my second language. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Like you
Say that,
attract what you attract what you look for.
brother.
So I would
If
never
you
be.
if you go to Chicago and you walk around anywhere in the South Chicago area, they will rob you just for walking, bro. That's what I mean. Massachusetts and Chicago are two different cities. Not saying Massachusetts don't have no crime, but we don't talk about Massachusetts in crime circles. Nobody is coming up and like, bro, Boston been banging, bro. That's never coming out of
But
nobody's
it's
mouth.
not. No, that maybe there's some misunderstanding. We talk about like you made it seem like there's nothing going on. Like there's definitely shit going on.
Every city has something going on,
I
but we're
mean,
comparing it.
if you talk about like an hour and a half away from Boston, if you say like New Hampshire, I mean, that's really nothing going on. Like places like Maine, what the fuck's going on in Maine?
What the fuck going on in Massachusetts?
What's the same shit that goes on in every other city? Once again, it's not to a bigger scale. Other cities do the same shit to a bigger scale. Like you got people that scam, but yeah, but the government scams too, but at a bigger scale of things. Yes, there are cities that are high, high, high. I mean, we can bring it to like somewhere in Salvador will say New York ain't shit. Someone in Brazil, La Favela will say New York ain't shit. You get what I'm saying?
But they trying very hard to come over here.
No, I'm talking about like crime wise.
Oh, we
So
definitely.
someone like let's say someone who grew up in Haiti and the raw streets in Haiti, the shit that be going on, their cannibalism, crazy shit. They'll look at New York and think it's paradise.
We're outdoing Haiti. That's what I'm saying. These cities that I'm talking about, bro, the
But
crime
you can't
is
compare.
so
But the
bad.
reason why it's outdoing is because of the numbers. Obviously,
Well,
you can't
that's what
compare.
we go off real. We go off data. We don't go off just. We go off
The bit
facts.
population. I'm talking about population. Like you can't compare the size of Haiti to the size to United States. For example, El Salvador was one of the most dangerous country, and look how small that country is compared to any other country in the world. They look at United States like God is walking among us, heaven. Mexico, there's some spots in Mexico, bro, that cartel leaves notes in your door not to come out. They look at America like it's heaven. While you think New York is popping and all that, they look at it like a vacation.
Go let him know. He can sit there, and after 5 minutes, we're gonna ask him to leave, please, Danny.
Are we doing hiring on a? Do we do hiring on Sunday, by the way?
I don't believe so. I think we're off hiring.
Because I thought it was just like Monday. Because they were like, oh, hiring event every day by Monday.
So, what do you use to compare El Salvador's crime data to any other country?
Salvador was number one. Not no
What do
more
they use?
because that new president took over. I like his name. It's like Ibu Kulele, some shit.
What do they use to come like put that place as number one? What do they use?
Honestly, the president got rid of the corruption, like the corrupt police officers. He went after his own people that was in the president's the presidential campaign with him. He went after like all the corrupt people, and then you can tell when people are stealing the money. He just like invested money in everything. Like he built hospital, airports, he built bridges. Like he went crazy.
So, I'm saying in order for El Salvador to be number one, someone has to report the amount of crime that's happening in El Salvador, right?
Mm, well, they really do the whole reporting. It's more like you can. It's kind of obvious at some point when you see corruption everywhere. You don't really got. You kind of just it's just there. You know what I mean?
Now, if we go on Google, and I hate Google by the way, y'all, but if we go on Google, it's going to give you a crime statistic on El Salvador. It's going to tell you they have 200,000
For
murders,
sure.
this many crimes. So the reason I'm saying that is numbers are the only thing that matters for real, for real. Compared to any other
Absolutely.
country, the United States locks up more people per capita than any other country in the world. So that must mean that
Not only that, the whole private prison situation is crazy.
but you think we're locking people up for smiling on the side of the road?
Absolutely not.
So these are criminals. Most of them are criminals. Not saying everybody's guilty of the crime they're locked up for, but they did something. So compared to any other country, we have the worst crime in the world. We can just give you two states and they are reaching number four and number five on the crime statistics. That is deplorable for a country. And it's
Yeah, I can
not New
agree.
York, by the way. It's not New York. Even though New
No, I
York
can
is
agree with you.
deplorable. But Chicago, a lot of people compare Chicago to Iraq. They call it Chirac, from the amount of just crime going on in
Oh
Chicago.
no, Chicago is definitely out of pocket. There's no question out of that. And what makes it even more crazy is their gun laws is pretty fucking strict. So the fact that people still are the way they are with guns is, yeah, they pretty good. They're forgiving.
The issue we have in this country, a lot of people don't agree, sadly. But the Second Amendment gives every single citizen a right to have a firearm. And regardless if you commit crimes with it or not, that right should be untouched. So all these states that have made these extremely strict gun law on regular citizens is the reason they have such high crime. Do you think criminals give a damn about
Damn,
gun laws?
Khalil, it's crazy you said that because I have thought about that shit many, many times. You nailed it on the fucking head with that one. Because look at Texas. Texas gun laws are obviously pretty um people, but you don't hear as much shooting as like Chicago, and they have crazy strict gun laws. Yeah, there's crimes in Texas, but like the shooting does not come near like Chicago shooting.
Because they're trying to regulate the regular people. Only
Yeah,
regular citizens care about law. Criminals don't care about gun laws. They don't care if they make it illegal to have any firearm. If they want it, they're going to get it. And the issue is the criminals get all the guns, and the regular citizens can't have a gun because of all those laws.
absolutely.
So that's why crime is so terrible in Chicago versus in Texas. They will shoot you down if you try to rob them. You see the
Hell
difference?
yeah, you are Walmart trying to do anything stupid. That whole block is out here.
So I don't
I
I don't
agree.
agree with everything. Don't get me wrong, but I do agree that everybody has a right to their firearm. And you're in a good state. Nothing's wrong with being in a good state. The joke was you're in a good state. That's why the
Oh,
joke was
absolutely. No, no, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, one of the greatest states is New Hampshire, which is like an hour away, and they have like a live free or die. I mean, dude, you can have whatever in that state. You don't even need. You don't. You just got to be. I don't even think you got to be 21. I think you got to be 21, and that's it. And you can just buy whatever. And bro,
the
it's one of the.
greatest
It's
state.
considered one of the safety. No bullshit. For the longest time, it was like number one, considered one of the best states to live in, and they're pretty free with their like all their laws and shit. It's crazy.
The greatest state is California. I don't care what you say. Even though they're destroying it, it was always the greatest state.
I agree. I agree with that too. Cali was popping.
But they're just destroying my state. So I'm pretty sad about that. But we're trying to fix it. We're trying to get it together.
That yeah, that negative energy is all over Cali.
Well, we got terrible people running it. I mean,
Yeah.
bro, half of California done burned down and they still haven't fixed it.
Is that yo? Don't say that, Khalil. Are you telling me that fire back there's still going?
No, like it burned down the Palisades, which is like one of the biggest areas of South Cal, right top, like north of
I
Chicago.
heard a huge conspiracy about that.
It is. It's not a conspiracy. It's the truth. We got video.
And it's about, believe it or not, and it's about because I heard. This is what I heard. Since you enlightened me, or Charmin. So I heard that one of the reasons why they caused a huge fire is to wipe out all of the like the homeless situation, and not only that, I think the 2028 Olympics is going to be in Cali, right? So they're trying to like kind of make that. They want to make that area into the first like smart city, like with all the technology.
You got some of it right. Do you remember the fires that happened in Hawaii?
Yes,
So all of this is about a land grab. Basically,
exactly. Yes.
Hawaii have been sold to China, to India, to like you can look this up. They have sold the land to foreign countries. Same thing going on with California. So these people in the Palisades are extremely wealthy. They're not going to sell their house to the state. So what does the state do? Burn it down. Right
Yeah.
before we got Newsom, we had Schwarzenegger who did this initiative saying that we were causing global warming. He pretty much ripped up all the irrigation systems that would have put the fires out if they started. And from there, we've had wildfires almost every year on the year since 2019.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really fucking is. And not only that, they didn't like what was even crazier. Like the insurance company pulled away like months before it happened. Like there was just a lot of sketchy shit. Like the water reservoir wasn't filled. Like there was just so many like red flags.
Well, they planned it. I mean, it's been planned, and anywhere from California, we already knew about it. We told South Cal people to get up out of there, but they don't ever listen to us. They be like, "Man, whatever. We don't care about the conspiracy."
Hey, the way I look at it is, whenever I see information, it is out there for a fucking reason.
You're not safe on the East Coast, and even though you think it's only coming to the West Coast, the East Coast is the beginning of the smart city. Y'all already have every street light full with cameras. Those cameras
That's
are
so
on.
good.
Hey, do you have any pills?
Yeah, my health is 78. Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'll be back in a little bit, y'all.
Hey everybody, this is Officer Rev. I hope everybody's doing well.
What's up, Brody? We doing good.
Hey, we haven't hired right now. We might be hired.
I was talking to some of the higher ups earlier, and they said not really.